Okay. So what we'll do on the Kalabati breath this time is, instead of lifting our arm, we're going to breathe in and out with our tummy. So use them as bellows to force the breath out the nose. And as we exhale, we'll do about 10 probably breathes out, 10 or 20. You do as many as you like, really, but as many as you like. And then we're going to, the last one, we pull the tummy out, we're going to round the spine, bring the chin down and pummel the tummy in and out. So the breath is all out, and we just use the muscles to really pummel the tummy in and out. It's really good for our abdominal muscles, but it's also good for our intestines and strengthen our diaphragm. It's a bit stronger than what we did the other day, so just change, what you need, and if you make sure you've got a comfortable seated position. So we're going to start. So a big inhale. So let's just start breathing in and out nice and slow first of all. Oh, you can see me little bobs of fat. Love handles. So inhaling, exhale through the nose. So nice and slow at first. As you breathe out through the nose, push the tummy in to push the breath out. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the nose. So just in your own time, it's a natural breath in. You just naturally will just breathe in because you need to breathe in, but your focus and is on the exhale. So we'll go a little bit faster. Breathing out, keep the tummy drawing in, all the breath out, round the spine, chin to chest. I'm going to breathe in and out, pummel the tummy here quite fast. Really good for our digestion system. Inhale. Going to inhale, lift the arms, turn and twist to the left. Inhale to centre. Exhale the other side. Inhale back up, hands back down to the knees, and we'll just go again. So in and out through the nose. Keep the breath out, rounding, chin lock, pummel the tummy. Inhale, lifting and rising. Exhaling to the right. Inhale to centre. Exhaling to the left. Inhale to centre. Last time. Oh no. 2 more times. 1 more time to this. All the breath out, round, chin, chest, pummel. Inhale, rising. Exhale to the right. Inhale to centre. Exhale to the left. Inhale to centre. Exhale to centre. Last time. Rounding. Big breath in, lift the arms. Exhale to the right. Going to pause here. Lengthen the legs. The knees can stay bent. Just turning and twisting. As we inhale, just feel the body expand. Exhale, turning, reversing. From the tummy, the ribs, the chest, the shoulders, and the head last. Then take the eyes round to the furthest corner of the eye sockets. Inhale to centre. Exhale to the other side. So feel the tummy twisting, the ribs, the chest, the shoulders, the head last. So not forcing the neck, but wherever the neck is, maybe trying to keep it in line with the chest, maybe we're not forcing anything on the neck. And then take the eyes to the furthest corner of the eye sockets. Inhale to centre. I'm going to lengthen forward. So knees can stay bent, or we can lengthen the legs. So we'll just turn sideways. If you want to sit on something for the sit bones, you can do. So see the legs will be a little bit straight, a little bit tiny, bit of bend in the knees. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, sliding forward. Inhale, lifting. Take the weight off the body by bringing the hands behind. Round the feet and just lift the bottom up. Gaze to the sky, keeping the head in line. Lift the ears from the shoulders. Exhaling, bottom down. A little bit closer. Inhale, lifting. Exhaling down. Inhale, lifting. Now either keep moving with like this way in tabletop, or lengthen the legs and inhale, lift the hips up to the sky. Gaze to the sky. So good for strengthening for the shoulders, the wrists, the arms. See if you can find the feet flat onto the ground. Use the breath to breathe out any tightness, and breathe in lightness. Lift the hips, lift the heart. And then exhale, rock down, cross the ankles. And we're going to come forward to extended child. So we'll take the knees back, knees nice and wide. So long, arms nice and long. If we're feeling quite yang, quite active, we can lift the palms, so we're gripping the fingers. Lift the wrists, the elbows. Walk the fingers forward and slightly out to the side. And then roll the shoulders back down. So it's just a lovely stretch down the lats, the back body. The muscles either side of the ribs, nice stretch. Just gently rock from side to side. And come into the body, so come into your practice. What do you want your focus to be on? It might be feel balanced, or feel well, or anything really that just really speaks to you today, what you need from practice. And then we're going to come to centre, round up onto all fours, use padding under the knees if you need, and we're going to cat and cow, cat curl. So on the exhale, tuck the tail under, round each bone, just gaze back, make sure we can't see the feet, toes are tucked. Inhale, tail top sticks up. Let each bone slowly release as we inhale. Lift the ears away from the shoulders. Now just check the fingers. Lift the fingers from the ground. Spread the fingers wide and then ground them. Exhale, rounding to the tail. Inhaling. And we're going to push back into downward facing dog. So lift the knees, push the bottom back. Knees stay nice and bent at first. Make sure the head is relaxed. And then see if we can lengthen the legs. Shoulders roll away from the ears. If you want to bend the right knee, let the left heel ground. Just have an extra stretch in that left leg. Changing sides. Try not to pedal too fast. Stay and let the muscles soften. Take the mind to that area and take the breath to soften. Alternating. Feet can be as wide as the mat, or if it feels okay, the feet can go a little bit closer, hip distance apart, and then come with both heels towards the ground. Tummy buttons drawing in, shoulders rotating away from the ears. Again, make sure the fingers are spread nice and wide and distribute the weight. So you feel the paddy part of the thumb pushing to the earth and all the edges of the hand. We're going to inhale, rock forward to plank. So shoulders come over the wrists. Just check the inside the arms are facing towards each other. Drop the knees if we need. Exhale, pushing back. tummy drawing in. Rocking forward on the breath in. Exhale, down dog. Ardha Mukha Shavasana. Just in your own time, rocking forward and backwards, or drop the knees. Just what feels best for you. Looking after your back. Maybe pausing in plank, drop the knees if we need. So our bust mine a bit higher today when we first come into our down dog. Just make sure the hips are not dropping. Push the heels away, tummy drawing in, shoulders over the wrist. Little bends, we're going to rock forward on the toes and bend the elbows into the body. Halfway down, or a little bit down, pushing back to plank. Forward, rocking forward, elbows in, pushing back. Just in your own time. And then we rock forward next time, drop the knees, push the bottom back. Going to drop the chest down, the chin down, bend the elbows in. So the chest is down, bottom's up, chin's down. And then we slide forward, flatten the feet, single baby cobra. So the hands stay where they are. We're going to use the energy in the back to lift up. So strengthening the back muscles, inhale, lifting. So not pushing with the hands, just releasing down. So see what breath rhythm suits you. You might need to breathe in a lift, you might need to breathe out a lift. Just have a little play. Just moving with the breath. So we actually use the muscles in the back to lift a little bit. Make sure the arms are nice and relaxed. We're not pushing with the hands, they're just there for support. If everything feels okay, we can bring the legs in. So we'll try one leg at a time. So as we inhale or exhale, but lift the body. Lift one leg. Make sure it's not too strong, twinging on the back. Don't do the legs if it feels like it's not healthy. Releasing down, alternate. So in your own time, pointing the toe, one leg, lengthen as the body lifts, so the chest and the head lifts. If it feels okay, we could try both legs. If the back starts to chatter to you, it starts to feel not healthy, just take a moment to relax down. And if it feels a good idea, as we lift the legs, we can lift the hands up as well, so we kind of hover from the ground. So the elbows are in the body, tucked into the body. If it feels okay, stay lifted. Bring the arms forward like Superman. And then bring the arms back and lower down. Lifting up, maybe lengthen forward and back and down. Just in your own time. Keep an awareness on the back again, take a rest. If you need any twinges in the back or any chatter in the back, coming down. Just do a few more. Two more. One more. And then we're going to make a pillow for our hand, as for our hands or arms. Let the head rest down. Just have the hips just wobble from side to side. Maybe bend the knees, let the feet roll from side to side. Just easing out any tightness you might have put into the back. And then we're going to let the legs come down, we're going to push back into extended child. So stretch the back out. So we come back, we're going to tuck the toes and let the body lengthen. So a nice long spine. So the hand can grip the earth, the whole of the hand can grip the earth, the elbows can be lifted, shoulders roll away, and just feel a nice stretch in the back, nice straight back. and then slowly come up onto all fours. So we're just going to let the body circle like we're in a barrel. So tummy drop down to one side, stretch the side body, the upper body, the other side and down. Just nice and slow. Easing out any tightness, breathing it away. Changing direction. Come to centre and just tuck the toes and push back again one more time. Nice stretch the spine. Forehead come to the earth if that feels comfortable to do so. And this time we can lift the wrists, lift the palms, lift the elbows, and the shoulders roll away. So it's a nice stretch down the back body. And then slowly come back onto all fours. Hands under the shoulders. When it's the right hand, lift the right arm to the sky, open the heart. Exhale, reaching through under the left arm. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, reaching through. One more time. Inhale, rising. Exhaling through. This time we're going to land. So slide the hand along the ground, the arm along the ground, the shoulder comes to rest. And we can keep the fingertips of the left hand as a tripod, kind of, gripping the fingers, keep the shoulder lifted. Just a little stretch on the upper shoulder, maybe a little stretch around the upper body. Make sure the knees are under the hips and they've got space for the body to breathe. Now either stay here or lift the arm around the back. So we can just stay here, or if we fancy trying to come into a little balance, we can just lengthen the left leg. So lift the left knee, stay on the toes of the left foot, and then maybe lift the left arm to the sky. So we've got the strength and the balance on the right knee, the right toes are tucked, got this right arm coming through, the shoulder, the hand. And we bring the arm around the back and maybe lift the leg up in line a little bit maybe at first. Make sure we've got the tummy just drawing strong in the tummy area around the solar plexus. Maybe bend the knee. Maybe let the hand come around the foot and push the foot into the hand. So strong pose. So don't feel you have to come if it doesn't feel healthy to do so. Breathing here. Then lengthen the leg. Let the arm come around the back. Bend the knee down. Bring the arm back, fingers back to the earth, and then push up back onto all fours, slowly. And I'm going to slowly cat curl just to check in the back. So tail tucks under, bone by bone, rounding, chin down, and then tail up, tummy softens, just very gently, feeling into the body. If you want to circle, we can circle. Either direction, just easing out any of the tightness in the back. And then we're going to come through to threading the other hand through. So left hand lifts and rises, open the heart. Exhale, reaching through. So not landing, just reaching through. Inhale, lifting. Exhaling through. Inhale, lifting. Exhaling. This time we're going to land, slide the hand, the arm, the shoulder down to the earth. We can come on the tripod fingers. Stay here or maybe bring the arm around the back. Stay here or maybe lift the right knee. Stay here or maybe a little lightness to the toes. Maybe lift the leg in line with the hip. Maybe lift the top arm to the sky. Maybe bend the knee and just see if you can put the foot into the hand and push the foot in. So make sure you've got the balance on the left knee, the left foot, the left shoulder, the left arm, the elbow, the hand, And just lift and rise that right knee. Strong energy around the tummy, the glutes. Breathe out what we don't need. Breathing all things we do need. Release. Come back down. I'm going to find child pose. So arms by the side of the body. Put head to the earth or put support under the head like a pillow if you need. I'm just going to settle down here. Just relax the shoulders, relax the arms. Breathing here. Bring the hands forward. You're going to come to sit up. So I'm going to stay sitting on my calves, but you can bring your legs forward. Doesn't matter what seated position. You're going to come into a twist. We're going to inhale, raise the arms up. And turn and revolve to the right. Inhaling up. Turn and revolve to the left. So just in your own time, from side to side. Inhaling. And exhaling. Inhale to centre, stay in the centre, and then let the hands come forward, tuck the toes and push in to downward facing dog. So we're going to warm into the hips, so you can come back down onto all fours if that's where your practice is, and lift one knee and just move it, circle it or figure of eight. I think I'll stay on my knees at first, I think. Put padding under my knees as well. So you bring the knees together, then lift one knee, then we know we're balanced with the hands on the side of the knee. You can lengthen the leg if you want, to make it a bit stronger. Just moving, being creative, just feeling into the hip. Knee can come to nose and lengthen. Exhale, knee to nose. And lengthen. If you want to go a bit strong, make sure you've got the hands on the shoulder and maybe lengthen the opposite hand. So throw the tummy button in. You can manoeuvre the knee, lengthen the leg, bring it forward and backwards. Just bringing the heat into the body. Fingers spread nice and wide. Of that grounded hand, maybe holding out to lift the ears from the shoulders. Then change, hand down, knee down, change other knee. And again, circle, feeling into the hip, knee to nose. Nice movement. Juicing up the hip joints. Again, we can lengthen the leg. Just what feels good for you in a direction. And again, making it a bit stronger. We should got the left hand in a place that feels we've got balance and support. And we can lengthen the other hand away. So we've got them drawing in. Knee to nose, leg long. Maybe holding out. Lengthen the opposite leg and arm. Then hand down, knee down, and we're going to come into a lunge. Set the right foot forward. And again, if you want to put any blocks either side, or if you want to use a stool, we can do. Make sure the front knee is right over the ankle. Tuck the back toes, maybe lift the back knee. Feels a good idea, might bring the hands onto the thigh. Just to readjust the feet if we need. And maybe lift the arms to the sky. Use the breath out to let anything go we don't need. Back leg's nice and straight. If you've lifted the knee, pushing that heel away, lift the knee, straight leg, front knee still bent. Hands around the back, interlock the fingers, roll the shoulders back. Open the heart, bowing down to our day, humble warrior. So I've got my body on the thigh, but if you've got it in your toolbox to come on the inside of the leg, please do. Just stretching the arms up, breathing in, breathing out. Release the hands in front. You're going to come to stand on that right leg. So the left foot can stay on the ground or we can lift it up. Little bend in that right leg and see if I find a lightness to the fingers. If you've got it available today, you could bring the hands to the heart. One hand, the other hand. Ground the hands, stepping back. Straighten both legs into a nice stretch. Head stays in line with the hips. If there's any blood problems, heart problems, eye problems, not feeling too well. Otherwise, you can bend the elbows and drop the head down. The front leg can be a little bit bent if that feels good for you. If you've got it available to you, you can straighten the leg, or if you've got blocks or supports either side of the foot. And then we're going to step back into downward facing dog. Feet can be as wide as the hips, or a little bit closer. Then we're going to gaze forward to the hands, rock forward and step the left foot forward, drop the right knee and come into a low lunge. So just going to make sure the front knee is right over the ankle. Fingertips either side, so you can find the shoulders rolling back. Lift the front toes, spread them nice and wide. Either keep the back knee on the ground or tuck the toes and lift the back knee. Either stay here or bring the hands to the knee. And then just readjust the legs so you've got balance and feel stable. Maybe lift the arms to the sky. Maybe interlock the fingers if you've got room between the shoulders and the ears. Stay straight or lean a little bit back. Open the heart. Back heel still lifted in a balance. And then reach forward. Bring the hands, releasing behind the back. Interlock the fingers behind the back. Lift the arms, stretch the shoulders. And come into a version of humble warrior. So the body can be on the thigh, or if you've got the strength in today, comes on the inside of the leg. Mind's on the body. Nice straight leg at the back, front knees over the ankle. And then release the hands forward and come to stand. Again, the right toes can stay on the ground, or we can lift it up in line with the hip. Flex the foot. Maybe one hand to the heart, a little micro bend in the knee. And maybe both hands to the heart. Oops. Release the hands down, step the back foot down, downward facing dog. So I'm going to stay here for a few breaths. If you want to come to child or any other pose, please do. Just make sure the head is nice and relaxed. Shoulders rotating away from the ears. Lift the fingers and spread the fingers nice and wide. Feel the paddy part of the thumb grounding, which turns the wrists in. Fingertips grounding, gripping. Tummy drawing in, heels reaching towards the ground. So bend the knees as much as we need to find the long spine. And then we're going to meander the feet forward, so left foot to the right, right foot over to the left, come to dangling here. So we can bend the knees as much as we need. We can use the elbows for support, or we can just dangle down. If the hands are on the ground, we can hold on to the elbows. Feet can be hip width apart or closer or wider. Feel into your body. We could bring the arms behind the back and draw the head into the legs. Depends how our back is feeling. Just go with what feels healthy for you. Play in that edge of where you feel you're benefiting and not pushing into over something you're not. And then bend the knees. Lifting that hands by the ears. Bottom comes back to chair pose. Make sure the knees stay over the ankles, tipping up to the sky. Shoulders rolling back. Pausing here. Inhale, pushing, rising to the sky. Open the heart. Ease the day. Release the hands down. Just pause in mountain pose. So just make sure the feet are in a place where you feel comfortable. And then lift the toes, ripple the toes. One at a time. Inhale, raise the arms to the sky. You're going to come into a side stretch. Lift up the fingers, going to ease over to one side. The back is okay, tummy's drawing in. The back is okay, let the hips pop out to the right. Feel the weight on the right side of the outside right foot. Inhale to centre. Exhale to the side. Nice and slow. Just side to side, not rushing. Just easing into side body. Come to centre. Release the hands. So they're still lifted but nice and high. Set the left foot back. Going to come into warrior two. So we've got this front knee bent over the ankle. Back leg's nice and straight. Back toes slightly turning in. Inhale, arms to the sky. Gaze to the front fingers. Inhale, rising. Straighten the leg. Lift the arms. Exhale, sinking down. Gazing to our front fingers, our drishti, our future. Shoulders relaxing from the ears. Just gaze down. Make sure this front knee is right over towards the little toe, so you can see the big toe. Inhale, rising. Exhale, sinking down. So this is warrior two. So our arms are our swords. Coming into our day with strength, with purpose, positivity, for love and kindness. It's all about love. Warrior is about love. Inner strength. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Pausing here. Bring the left arm around the back, right arm into the thigh. Holding a ball of energy in this bottom hand. Make sure the knee's over the ankle. Turn the hand towards the tummy. Bring the energy in. Moving that left arm past the ear into our side angle pose. Stay here, or we could drop the hand down and we could bring that back arm around the back. Just readjust the feet if we need. Maybe bring the hand through. Get the front knee over the ankle, gaze the sky. Top knee back. Breathing here. Release the hands, walking forward. Turn, both toes turn in. And just move from side to side, just easing out the knees, the thighs. And then turn towards the other side. So pivot on that heel. Turn the toes in, bend the knee. And come up into our warrior. So coming up to centre. Arms to shoulder height. Make sure that knee is over the ankle. Inhale, rising. Exhale, sinking down. Inhale, rising. Exhale, sinking down, gazing to our future, our drishti, our fingers, the future. Rest of our day of positivity, purpose and strength. Shoulders relax from the ears. Inhale, rising. Exhale, sinking down. Pause. Forearm onto the thigh, back arm round the back. Gaze to the sky. Either stay here. Remember to let pull of energy to the tummy. Arm past the ear. Side angle pose. Or drop the hand down. Gazing under. Stay here or bring the arm around the back. Binding the energy. Stay to the sky. Release the hands, walk forward. And just move again from side to side, easing out any tightness. Head down maybe, a little bend or a big bend in the knees. And we're going to heel toe. We're going to come into our squat. So lengthen the arms, heel toe. Either stay nice and high with the feet forward, or heels in, toes out. Dropping down. My jaw then. So nice long spine, shoulders running down. Come back to our intention for our practice. So we can have the heels down if we're down here, or staying lifted. So we're going to do that one leg out to the side. So we're going to either stay where we are or hands down and lengthen. So if you're high, the elbows can be on the thigh, and maybe lengthen the leg. Let's see if we've got our balance. Knee and toe to the sky, one hand to the heart. Both hands to the heart. Changing sides. Making this yours. I'm going to come down onto our bottom to do our side stretch. So we can bring, if you want to keep right leg out long, you can do. I'm going to bend the left knee, left elbow on the knee, back of the head in the hand, warm around the back. Maybe hook the hand over the thigh. Stay here, or sliding away. You can put support into the back of the thigh or on top of the thigh. We can keep the hand under the head, or we can release it down. Or the arm can come past the ear. Breathing out, softening, lengthening. And drop that hand down, turn towards the left leg. Again, we can bend the thigh, bring the body, the heart over the thigh and lengthen forward. And walking the hands forward to the centre. Pause for a moment in the centre. Stretching the inner thigh, the inner groin. Spine, no stretching of spine, paramus, the muscles that come down the back body, outside the spine. And then walking the hands to the leg. If you want to bend the left knee, we can do. I keep mine straight. And then we're going to bend the right knee, right elbow onto the knee, arm around the back, maybe hooking over the thigh, gaze to the sky. Stay here. If the body invites you in, sliding your leg away. Maybe release that hand up under the head, around the foot. Maybe bring the top arm past the ear. Make sure we don't close the heart down. Keep that shoulder back. Breathing here, loving the body. So imagine each time we breathe in, the lungs are giving our heart a little hug. Little squeeze. Just loving our body. What it can do in a positive, kind way. Turning towards that right leg. Again, we can rebend the knee. We position the heart over the thigh. And if we're quite low down, the arms can cross over. We can bring the hands around the feet or past the feet. So just be kind to the back of the knee. Make sure there's no pressure on the back of the knee or bend, or a big bend in the back of the knee. So don't force anything down if it doesn't feel healthy to do. Slowing the breath out, down and out. Walking the hands forward. Again, find your forward fold. Bend the knees as much as you need. And then very slowly, stay long if you want to stay longer, but slowly walk the hands back behind the body. Take the weight off the legs. And slowly let one right foot come up and then the other foot up. Now we're going to just let the knees just gently move from side to side. Just small, gentle movements. Often when we move between the deeper movements and we come out, we just disengage and don't think about it. We can get injured, so just very gently easing out. And I want to stretch the thighs. So we're going to come down onto our back. So either come down to our back with our feet together. I'm going to come into Hero Virasana and then to reclining Virasana. So it's just whatever, come onto your back, whatever feels good for your thighs. So either feet coming back. If you've got strong big calf muscles and thigh muscles, this is probably going to be impossible. So check in with the knees and the tops of the feet, the hips. And if it feels better, just come onto your back, feet together. And then either stay, if you're seated, stay seated, or if you want to recline, the hands back, tuck the hips, coming down, slowly and carefully, reclining Virasana, or reclining Uttanasana. You can use a belt around the knees to keep them supported. And if we're here on our back, either feet together, soles of feet together, or in this pose, we bring the arms over the head. Excuse me. Just got a few minutes left, so I don't want to rush anywhere. But don't stay too long. If it feels uncomfortable at all, please just come out. Excuse me. I'm going to come out, so releasing out. If we're in a reclining Hero, just using our hand on our bottom, pushing up. And feet quite wide, just let the knees move from side to side. I'm going to come into an inversion. I'm going to bring a cushion underneath my hips. So lift my hips a little bit. So whatever inversion feels best for you. An inversion when we bring the legs higher than the heart higher than the head. It quietens the mind. So we just bring the knees in, just put forward and backwards or circle, just to release the lower back, ease out any tightness. Then we let them hang up into the sky. We can hold onto the thighs or insert the hands behind. Or we can just have the arms down, we just dangle little bamboo sticks, little bamboo shoots. We can stay there, or if you want to find our shoulder stand, if that's good for us today, we're going to bring the hands behind the hips, bend the knees. We're going to use momentum to lift up the body, or if you've got the strength. When we come halfway, just roll the shoulders underneath. So we want all the weight onto the upper arms, the elbows, the shoulders. There's no weight on the neck. We can come into a nice rounded spine, or and shoulder stand. So it could be a quarter shoulder stand, or we could walk, the head stays nice and centre, and then so we're gazing straight to the sky, and walk the hands down to the shoulder blades, take the hips forward, legs back. If you want to move towards a balancing pose or a plough, just start to move the knees one at a time down towards the forehead, bending and lengthening. Just checking in how this feels today. And if it feels a good idea, both knees can come to the forehead. We could bring both feet down into plough, toes touching. And if they do touch the ground or on a wall or something, we can then release the arms long against the ground, interlocking fingers. We're going to be a balance, pose of tranquility. The hands can come on the knees. We just let the weight of the legs rest in the hands, knees in the hands, resting here. But I'm going to come down, so we're going to release the knees, bring the little hands back down to the earth. I'm going to use the core energy, just release bone by bone, very slowly, release the vertebrae down, keeping the head on the ground. Use the breath to control the release. And then come down, feet on the ground, arms out, maybe just easing out from side to side again. Let the knees rest against each other, feet nice and wide. Hands onto our body, anywhere that feels good. And just breathe in the breath. Close the eyes, soften the eyes. Breathe in, breathe out. I can keep the knees bent. If our back is a bit niggly, knees stay bent. Or lengthen the legs. When the legs are wider than the hips, so the feet flop out to the side, rotating the hips open. And then we can just relax in Shavasana, or we can bring the hand up to the face and just let the thumb and little finger rest against the nostrils and just move your alternative nostril breath. So close one nostril and breathe in and out of the other nostril. Just to balance both hemispheres of the mind. Just noticing as we change the nostril, and we release one and close the other. We breathe in and out of here. The breath starts to slow and lengthen. Particularly the outgoing breath lasts longer than the incoming breath. And then release, when you're ready, release the hands down. And just for the last few minutes, just let the whole body relax. Slow, long breath in. And a slow, long breath out. If the mind starts to be active, just take the mind to scan the body from the feet and just see if we can relax a little bit more. Feel all the energy in the body balanced. Maybe thinking to yourself, I am physically, emotionally, mentally, and energetically harmonized. I am physically, emotionally, mentally, energetically harmonized. I am balanced in my thoughts, my feelings, and my physical body. I am balanced in my thoughts, in my feelings, and in my deeds. Maybe just bending one knee and the other knee. Maybe the hands come back onto the body. Maybe just let the knees just gently roll from side to side. Maybe bring the knees one at a time into the hands and just rock from side to side. Maybe lift the head to the knees, just stretching up the back. If you do lift the head up, just let the shoulders relax down. And we're going to roll onto the right side. I'm going to push with that right hand or one hand, just slowly, keeping the eyes closed, just come to sit just for a few minutes, just the last couple of minutes. A nice long upright spine. Doesn't matter what the legs are doing. It can be long, it can be crossed. But just feel the earth underneath holding us up. Bring the hands to heart centre and just pushing the hands together. The elbows come wide. So push the outer edge of the hand together and just make a little place in the hands, just to fill up with all the good things we're going to do today, all the positive things. And we're going to bring the palms together, drop the head over the hands, pause here. Just having gratitude for our bodies.